Welcome to What Contin Means to Me, Part 3, The Estates.
When we came here more than 60 years ago now, the village was still, even then, dominated by the Scatwell estate and the Coul estate. And if you didn't work for the forestry or the hydro, then you'd have been employed by them.
Coul House, it's a hotel now, but I remember when the house was put up for sale in, I think, 1949, but I can still see it in my mind's eye.
It was the seat of the Mackenzie of Coul estate. There are a series of Sir Georges, one of which was a great agriculturist, improved things.
Well, others might say otherwise. He cleared out a lot of tenants of the land for sheep. Made a big sheep farm at Rogie.
But he did a lot of sheep breeding.
Too many.
I became known as Black George.
Parents used to tell their children not to go out after dark, especially around Priest Mary, the Mackenzie family mausoleum. Otherwise, Black George would get them.
He created a few new apple varieties, including the Coul Blush. There's still an old apple tree, and I like to think that might be one of the original Coul Blush apples out of the front of the mains of Coul. It must have been a great estate in its day. Beautiful grounds, nice agriculture, really well-made houses.
The farm was built in the 1700s, round about the time as Coul House itself. West Lodge was built in 1840. The lodges were built about then too. West Lodge, Mid Lodge at the top, and East Lodge in Jamestown.
Lots of changes since then, like Coul House.
It was requisitioned in the war, you know. Officers were stationed there.
Norwegians too. There was a big connection to Norway.
Apparently, when King Haakon and Crown Prince Olaf of Norway came to the area, they stopped at the War Memorial in Contin and saluted as their troops marched past. You know, at the end of the war, Scatwell had a welcome home celebration for all those who had fought.
There used to be lots of people worked there then. The estate grounds, Scatwell, Coul, they're really well laid out.
Even now, but then especially all the colour. Rhododendrons, camellias, all over.
Lots of trees too, redwoods and the like. Magnificent trees now, planted by Sir George, I suppose.
Do you know about the painting of Sir George Mackenzie? It was at the Coul House, then it was lost, and then it came back here again.
And it looks good.
Whatever you might think of the man himself.
This video has been produced by Contin Community Council with thanks to Foundation Scotland and the EDF Renewables Corrymoily Contin Community Fund, Umbala and Highlife Highland for permission to use some of their photo archive, the National Library of Scotland for permission to use the maps reproduced here, the Digital Photo Archive of Riksarkivet, the National Archives of Norway, the Astor School of Traditional Music, BBC Digital Services for permission to use some of their sound recordings, all the local people who shared their photos and stories about Contin life and people, actors Innes Anderson and Alexander Donaldson for voicing their words, me, Audrey Daines, Phil Barda for putting everything together, and to Norma Ross, Chair of Contin Community Council, and especially Pam Kershaw, who had the original idea for what Contin means to me. Thanks for watching.